Thank you again for taking the time out to just basically put your investment in me and your faith into me. And, I just wanted to take the time out to say I really, truly appreciate that. I definitely enjoy giving, and this is one of the best ways that I know that I feel that I can give back to the community or just give back to Mother Earth by giving to you guys, because we're all connected to Mother Earth. But I wanted to say welcome to Rise Royalty. That's the name of my podcast. And the reason why I chose the name Rise Royalty is I feel there is a deeper connection right now, like a deeper force field that's kind of drawing us all together to wake up consciously, even though, some of us haven't been awakened yet. The changes and the events that are going on right now in our lives are either forcing us to go that direction or forcing us to look at, our inner selves so we can go that direction. So the main reason why I called it Rise Royalty is because I feel that we are awakening back to our original state, which is, royalty of our state and mind, our body and spirit. We're waking back up to our godlike selves, to where we have more control over who we are, what we want, instead of living in a system to where everything's contrived or built to take our energy, instead of us replenishing ourselves with our own energy and growing and stemming from that. So yeah, Rise Royalty connected to me because, like I said, I feel that if we do the current work or do that shadow work within ourselves, we can definitely get to that royalty mindset or that state where we were previously before we currently are in this current moment and state. So welcome to Rise Royalty. And like I mentioned before, this is my first podcast. I did want to have some type of avenue or connection with you guys out there. It's really hard since, out there in social media, everything's a little bit inundated. So it's hard to pick one platform or source to really voice your opinion and, connect with others. Don't get me wrong, other platforms you can visually connect more, but I feel like if you really take the time out to listen to someone and connect, just, with your audio, like with your ears, I feel you gain a deeper connection or a deeper meaning with the public, or with, me wanting to serve the public or the people. When you listen with your ears, it's like you're closing down all your other senses and you're really just focusing on what the other person has to say, as opposed to, like I mentioned before, if you're in another platform, let's say I'm streaming or going live, there's a lot of distractions. So, visually you're looking either at the background or people's comments, and that's amazing too. But I just feel there's more of a connection, like a more in-depth connection, when you really take the time out to listen and connect with someone's soul via, listening, as opposed to using all your other sensory senses. So so I'll go ahead and introduce myself again. My name is Candace Cayenne, and my job, I feel, is to help others raise their awareness and wellness. And You can find more information about me on my website, which is CandiceCayenne.com. But my main mission or my main purpose is to gain more insight because, of course, as you teach others, you learn yourself. Even if you're a teacher or a leader, you learn from your students. And you guys are like my students. So the feedback that I get or the connections that I get, it shows me like feedback of how I'm doing and how I'm helping and how I'm serving you guys. So, like I mentioned before, my main mission is to help others raise their vibration, their wellness, have a healthy mindset. And the reason why I'm so passionate about that is because growing up, I didn't have that. I had a negative upbringing, which later on I didn't really realize until, you get signs from the universe or from your current state of what's going on internally, because whatever's going on internally will reflect externally. So I didn't notice the red flags until the patterns kept repeating themselves. So I kept attracting same type of friendships or same type of relationships, same type of environments or work environments, and little do we know that stems from our childhood. We learn how to be treated or how to, how do you say, I guess adulting. Like it's a crazy transition because as a child, you learn all these patterns, and once you leave the nest, you just go out in the world, especially if you didn't have anyone to teach you the right way to get on the right path. You just kind of just learn the hard way. So, I ended up finding out that, okay, I was codependent, and, I had to learn how to do a lot of shadow work, clear that up. And then I learned, just to clear a lot of stuff internally that was toxic, that was going on within me. So it's when you're growing and when you're healing, it's always going to be a learning experience. You're never done. Like as long as you're here on this planet or this realm, you're always going to be growing and learning. So yeah, your work is never finished. But my whole, how do I put it? My whole point is to help others from saving all that time and pain and frustration, and getting straight down to work, like working on their shadow work or working on themselves. It's just something that I'm passionate about because, like I said, I didn't have that. I had to learn the hard way. I learned way longer down, my path or my journey in life, all of the things that I was doing wrong. And like I said, not to say, we're human, we're not always doing wrong or don't think of anything negative as wrong. It's a lesson learned. We would still be stuck in the same position if we didn't learn from those lessons. So we have to be grateful for the lessons because we wouldn't be in our current, space, or we wouldn't have grown if we wouldn't have learned from that current situation or circumstance that we were placed in. So my main purpose of creating, awareness and a healthier mindset and wellness for especially women out there is, like I said, I didn't have a positive role model to guide me. So, like I said, I'm like the guinea pig. I'm like the big sister. I'm here to help you so you don't have to go through what I've gone through. And it's not even just with mindsets. I even help with, how to convert over into a healthy lifestyle or healthier living of lifestyle, because I also didn't have that either growing up. So it was funny, like back then, even when I was in high school, I thought that ordering like a chicken sandwich was healthier as opposed to a hamburger. I know that sounds so funny, but it's crazy, the environment you grow up in. It's like you're conditioned to believe one set of rules, but then when you open up your horizon, you realize, no, that's not your only choice. There's other choices out there. So that's why I kind of tell people to take risk and get out there and be willing to make changes, because you'll remain stuck if you're afraid of change, or if you're afraid of just moving. Movement is even a way, like our bodies, we tend to stay stagnant or in these stiff positions, and we don't move our bodies enough, and then we want to know why we have neck problems or back problems. A lot of that too could be trauma built up in your body that you just haven't cleared out. So my main purpose and my main goal is to build a community or a tribe of women that come together and connect. I just love seeing like-minded people just build with one another. I love just helping create a community, like where we can all come together. It's very rare that you find a community, especially in this current moment in time, to where you can gravitate and build off of each other and learn and grow. So that's definitely one of my missions in life. So in closing, from this first podcast, I just hope that what you get from it is that, hearing from, what my purpose and my mission is, what your purpose and mission is, and, you feel that you want to grow, like, ask yourself, what are you striving for? Be honest with yourself. What are you doing right now? Is that helping you fulfill your goals? Do you even know what your goals are? Like, what is it that you want? So if, like I said, I'm here. If you guys definitely have any questions, you can definitely hit me up at info@CandiceCayenne.com for more information, or if you want to stay alert on any new changes and, all that good stuff that's happening. You can definitely stay connected with me that way. But yes, so in conclusion, once again, you guys, I'm so excited that you took the time out to listen to me, and I want to go ahead and welcome you to the Rise Royalty family. All right, you guys, I will talk to you soon. Take care.